Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be building an epic trap base here, and I'm going to be showing you how to do it. Alright, so first up with this one, I'm going to show you how this trap here works. There's a pressure pad underneath here. You can use a pressure pad or heartbeat sensor, whatever you want to do. But when you step on that, those two doors open and this door closes. You have your shotgun traps here, and no matter how many times you step on the button, it will not switch the doors open. So you can come in here safely then and get your loot. This is just a setup I have. I used many different setups with the same wiring here, but as you can see, it will only work the one time even after you step off the trap. So even if they have a ton of health, ton of heals, like they're able to survive through that first couple shots. There's no way for them to get out, and they will be blown apart. And then all you got to do to reset it is flip that switch twice, and then it will work again. Now if you leave this switch green here though, that cuts off the memory cell here, and see how you can just step off the switch and then you can get right back out. Say you live through the first couple shots, you're quick. So that's why we use the memory cell. And when that light is red and the switch is off, it will only trigger the one time only. You don't have to worry about anybody killing you from the outside and come and get your loot. Because once they step on that trap, your door's closed and you have access to everything in here. So yes, this is using the memory cell here. I like to use a large battery, but to give everyone a general layout, I just use a couple of whatever your power source you want to do. You can use some generators, you can use solar panels or the wind turbine. I like to use the solar panels personally. Combine them into a root combiner here and have that come down into, you can use whatever battery you want. You see I got a small battery here also, or a large battery, doesn't really matter. And you can do whatever you want back here also, because this is build your base how you want to. All that matters is the trap part of the section here. I like to hide my TC and some of the honeycomb back here and then put carpets over top of it. Make it a little bit harder to find that, but you can also utilize some of this, like if they don't come through the top anyway, have a couple extra chests up there, or keep a secondary base not too far away for your bunker base for all your loot. So that way, because when you trap people, they tend to get pretty salty about it and will come raid you in a heartbeat. So right, so the way this works, you have your power source, you hook it up to your battery, and the first thing you're going to need to go to after the battery is your splitter. So from the battery to the splitter, and then you have one going out to the pressure pad, one going to the switch, and I will be building this here again so that way everybody can actually see how it's built, and then one going to your memory cell. Now what's important here is the switch has to go on the output, and it has to go into the reset position of the memory cell, and each one of these will go to your door controllers. So you'll have an output, your inverted output goes to one of your door controllers to close your doors, and then the regular output will go to your splitter, and then you use that splitter to open up the two doors. So that's all there is to it. Your pressure pad will come in here to the set position, and that's what will trigger it. So let's go somewhere and we'll build this real quick. Alright. So we won't get too fancy here, but I will just do this. And then I like to curve that out there and put your shop frame here. if I can remember where it's at. There we go. So that way you can just watch people or act like you're trading with them, whatever you want to do. So also for this, just to make it simple here, I'll use the test generator. So that way we have power in. I'm sure everybody here knows how to hook up a power source. I showed you over there with the solar panels. But we're just going to do this to make it a little bit easier. So, first up, like I said, we're going to need a memory cell, 2 splitters, a switch, a pressure pad, and 3 door controllers. So, first up, we're going to put a splitter here on the wall. We're going to go from our power output here. You can dress up the wires here, make them look however you want to. Alright, so you have your power coming in. Now we're going to place our pressure switch over here. And again, you can use the laser, the heartbeat sensor, whatever you want to do, whatever you prefer. So our power in is going to go right into here. We're going to need a memory cell up here. And another splitter. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing using memory cell, but this is not too bad once you get the hang of it. It takes a little bit to play around with, but the doors that are gonna, so the pressure pad is gonna be your trigger, so you want that to be into your set position for the memory cell. Now we also need to place our switch. So we're going to have power coming from the splitter also into the memory cell, and we're going to have power going to the switch here. And the output of the switch is, we're going to use the switch to reset it, so the output of the switch goes to the reset. Now this is where you get, essentially with the inverted output. Here, I'll put the door frames in so I can show you how this works. I like to use the double doors on the edges here. And let's see. And normally on the front, just to give a little added protection, you know, you can use an armored door, you can use sheet metal also if you want, but I like these doors to open outward. Again, you can play with whatever works best for you, but I like them to open this way. And again, for this armored door, the only reason I normally place this, like normally with any of my bases, I place it with the door going inward, but for this, I like to place it on the outside for the simple fact that sometimes when the door closes, if it's facing the other way, here, I'll show everyone. So if you don't have that switch in far enough, like say right there, and you step on the switch and it's back here, that door can push that person right back outside, and you know what I mean, it defeats the whole purpose, and they know it's a trap. So I mean, if you want to alleviate that, I mean, you could set the switch in a lot further, so that way they're well past the door. But if you want to avoid all that, you can just put it facing outwards. And here is, we need to set up these door controllers to each one. and we want to hide it, obviously. So keep it on the inside. Same thing with this one. And you just click on it to pair it. And same with that one. Now all of our door controllers are paired. Now, like I said, okay, so this one is the one door that is going to be closing. So this is the one that we want to go to our inverted output. So inverted output closes the door. Okay. Now your regular output, bring that into the splitter since we have two doors to close, or open rather, sorry. We have two doors that we want to open when that switch is hit. So we're going into the splitter here. One will go to that door. And you can, well, that's probably not good wire design there. Yeah, the door we're going to is over there, so. You know, just try to hide your wires as much as you can. I'm doing this kind of quick and not being real nice and neat about it, but alright, so now we have that set. So every time, now this will work. Every time we step on that, that will trigger the trap. Now, because the switch is left on right now, though, it does not, it lets a memory cell basically bypass the memory cell. So when we flip that switch so it's red, you step on the trap, and no matter how many times you step on it again, those two doors stay open and that door stays closed. So you can set your shotgun traps up. That's all there is to it. If you have questions about this or anything you would like to know about it, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But I'll just close these off here. Rotate these out. And then you just set your shotgun traps on the inside here. And you'll be able to trap, you know. I mean, a lot of people are kind of leery about traps now. Especially if you start placing rugs and stuff down, they're gonna, you know, worry about pressure points. But you can, like I said, you can also do the same thing. You can set up to the heartbeat sensor, or you can do the laser detector if you really want to. It's the same thing. However you want to hide it best, or you know, whatever you want to do. Whatever you'd rather use for a trigger, you can go ahead and do that. I personally like the pressure pad there. But yes, it is easy to destroy. It's easy. It's like somebody, if you leave your door open, somebody comes in here with the flamethrower or whatever, you know, that burns away pretty quick. But that's all there is to it. And you can fool quite a few people with that. It works very well. I use it quite a few times. Several different variations of it on different servers. And normally you get quite a few people with it. That's all there is to it. It's pretty effective. And then the fact that your door's already open, all you gotta do is come here, loot the person. There you go. Flip the that switch again twice, and it's already set. It will even close your shotgun traps back up for you. And it will open your front door for you again. So that's kind of, so once you're ready, you just flip the switch again, and it's all set for you. But it can be a very effective trap. If you have any other questions, comments about it on how to set it up, that's how you use the memory cell. And as you can see, it can be very effective in several ways. But alright, thanks again. Leave a like on the video if you like this, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks all again for watching this, and until next time, everyone, take it easy.